and there's a damn receiver in the way because it's not down the goal line. So, brother, this is tough. And let me ask you, because this is something I heard all off season. Sam Pittman, when he got this job, he was just happy, and I'm an Arkansas man, yada yada yada. He fired his agent. He got Jimmy Sexton, the most powerful man in college football. I want all this damn money. And people at the time, some people looked at that sideways. Some people looked at it like, well, hell, he's winning all these games. Give him whatever the hell he wants. Mm-hmm. Maybe there was a reason he was pushing for that contract. Maybe he saw the rails coming off here. And I'm not saying that Arkansas is some garbage program or anything, but
right,
you got no business. I don't care who in the hell Liberty's coached by. You got no business losing to Liberty at home in year 3 of an SEC program, short of having 5 or 6 turnovers, which shouldn't happen anyway. How concerned are you, Shane, that Arkansas dropped this game? And how about this? Their average yardage needed to convert on third down, 10.1 yards. So they were going backwards on first and second down all game long. KJ Jefferson, I think, was clearly injured or something. Like, he just did not look himself. But that's why you got backups. Play the damn backup if he's hurt. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
How concerned are you we're losing a damn Liberty here?
Extremely. But I'm not going to say like I didn't see it coming, because out of all the games I predicted, I kind of said, hey, don't be surprised if this is a ball game at half. Well, it really wasn't. It was 21-3 at half, Liberty. and I think Arkansas battling back to get into this is substantial, but this isn't the first time we've seen a slow start from Arkansas. It's been kind of a theme, man. And I don't know if that's game script, game practice, or whatever it is, but this team doesn't seem to get their shit in gear until after halftime sometimes.
Right.
And sometimes, and it works. Don't get me wrong, it works on a lot of teams, but it did not work this Saturday. And I want to double down on what you said there earlier about the camera. Mm-hmm. One of the most frustrating things, it's like when they slow, and it's not just this play, but there's been times, and you're like, how the hell we just got 3 cameras on this thing? There's 100,000 cameras in there. You know what I'm saying? Why is this the only view we have? Why we're in 2022? Why is there not a chip in the football that lets us know exactly when that ball goes across the goal line? I mean, you can literally mow hundreds of thousands of acres of fields with lasers. You don't even have to be in the damn thing. You know what I'm saying? Let's take advantage of some of that technology that's just down the street and put it into these college football games. I don't get it. It is frustrating because games get decided. Lives are at stake here, man. I mean, you lose to Liberty. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it will start a spiral here and say, well, maybe Sam Pittman's not the guy. Yeah. So I just think 22, they gotta get this thing together. And Arkansas, what do you think it is? What do you think it is with these slow starts? Did they just think they'd come in here and steamroll these guys?
I mean, I certainly think that's a part of it. I mean, the offensive line was getting no push. This is supposed to be the heart and soul of your program. And this is not like some inexperienced line. This is a line with 4 starters back from last season that led the SEC in rushing last season. Rocket Sanders, only 60 rushing yards in this ball game. It was basically 1 to 2 yard gain every first down, Shane. It was god-awful. It was a lot of what we saw in Tennessee, pre-snap penalties, just lack of attention, lack of focus, and a team that wanted it more in Liberty. Yeah. And we call it like we see it, Shane. We love Sam Pittman to death. There's probably not a SEC coach we'd rather sit down and have a beer with. But this is on you. I mean, there is no excuse. I don't know if there's a single player on Liberty's roster that Arkansas would take over one of their own, Right. And, hey, people were quick to say this, and, I mean, I guess you got to agree. I've said it many, many times. I'm sure everybody knows by now. Not a fan of Hugh Freeze as a person, but
yeah.
Hell, I don't think people care. If you win games like this,
they don't.
How could you not, if you're an Auburn fan, be sitting here saying, why the hell we not hired this guy? We just got smoked by this team at home. He's doing it with the 3rd, 4th string quarterback. He's winning at Fayetteville. And after the game, I don't know if you saw this, Shane. Classic Hugh Freeze. Not about the team. It's about him.
Yeah.
They asked him, about the game and all that, and if he'd be interested in Auburn. He says, I just know everywhere I've been, I've won. It's like, oh yeah, credit the team, way to go. I mean, he's a schmuck, but again, Auburn could do a lot worse if you're just talking about a coach, a recruiter, developer, and a guy that can win games. You know what?
You got to take your shot, Mike. You got to take your shot. Well, I told you, and everybody said this was an audition. Is this the next time we see him in the SEC? I guarantee you, polled the audience in Auburn, and there's quite a few people that wouldn't mind having Hugh Freeze as their coach. So I think obviously there's going to be that small percentage of people that just, oh, I cannot believe you brought this. I mean, there's going to be that, but if he does come in and does continue to win like he's been doing, I mean, he's got a point. It's what he does everywhere he goes. Yeah. If he can do that, man, I mean, it sucks losing, brother. It sucks. I know. As a Tennessee fan, I would. When they came out with the McDonald's thing, I was like, you know what? That's okay. We tried. At least we got some wins. At least we got. I don't care if we paid these guys. I really don't care. I don't care what goes on. So just as long as we keep getting the recruits, keep getting the wins, because I would rather be 8-9-3 and wrong than 4-8 with a good Christian coach. So I don't know. I'm not trying to bring religion in this, but if Hugh Freeze comes back, you better get ready for it.